Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Liebherr CT2531 Fridge Freezer. What I want to do today is just show you around the fridge freezer, some of the features and benefits that it offers. One of the main things, I suppose that's quite apparent about this, is the size of it. Now a lot of manufacturers are going for larger sizes, either width or height, but Liebherr have decided to stay in this market on some of their models, not all of them. We actually do a lot with Liebherr as a brand now, and I must say the quality on it is really good. As far as the dimensions on the fridge freezer, first of all, the width you're looking at 55 centimeters, or touch over 55 actually, or just under 22 inches. As far as the height, on this one we're looking at, so really you need to allow, because of the hinge on the far side, I'd say 140 centimeters or just over 55 inches. And as far as the depth, so I'll include in the grill at the back. I'll show you around the grill. Sorry, I'll show you around the back, the grill, in a moment. But as far as the depth, then really looking at say 61 centimeters or around 24 inches. First of all, I'll show you in the freezer at the top here. The capacity on this is 44 litres. So nice and compact, and I think for a lot of people, especially if you've got a separate freezer, there's still quite a few people here in the UK that want to have a separate freezer, say in a garage or in a utility. So if you wanted almost a top-up freezer, then something like this is ideal. Within the freezer, it features something called Smart Frost, and essentially what that will do is it reduces the ice buildup, and also it freezes the food faster than a standard freezer. And it can just make defrosting the whole freezer slightly easier than normal. Now with this one, it's not actually frost free, but with the Smart Frost technology, then Liebherr normally claim that you only need to defrost it probably every couple of years, but that will normally depend on what you've got in here, and also it can be affected by things like the ambient temperature around the fridge freezer. As far as the dimension, so just on the inside here, the width of this, you're looking around 40 centimeters or just under 16 inches. The depth, so front to back, I'll go to the front of the shelf because you've got to allow for the door as well. Then you're looking at 38 centimeters or just under 15 inches. And as far as the height, so you're looking at, I'd say probably about 25 centimeters or just under 10 inches. So if you are limited, if you had certain boxes or certain cartons that wanted to go in here, that's just really why I showed you the dimensions inside. Also it comes with an ice cube tray as well. As I open the fridge door, then you'll see that you've got the glass shelves on the inside here. Did you know what, they feel quite substantial. When you want to turn it on, just select the number that you want. It just rotates on a dial inside here from 1 to 7. You've got a nice light on the right hand side here. That's quite bright actually, compared to some other fridge freezers I've seen. Clearly at the moment, because there's nothing else in here, then it will illuminate all of the fridge, but as soon as you start to get food in here, then it might start to limit on what you can see. As far as the shelves on the right hand side here, so each of these, you're looking around 40 centimeters or just under 16 inches wide, and then the depth of them around 10 centimeters or around 4 inches. You do get the obligatory cheeky little egg tray as well. That's included. You can get up to 10 eggs in there. As far as all of these can come out if you want to. So if you wanted to take them out to clean them, then that's quite easy to do. And then they just drop back into place like that. On some of them, you can adjust the height a little bit. So you've got a couple of lugs under here. You probably can't see it because of the camera angle. But if you wanted to raise, or if you want to lower that one, then you've got the option to as well. As far as the shelves in here, so each of these you're looking at 34 centimeters deep, and as far as the width, you're looking around 45 centimeters or just under 18 inches. As far as the width, clearly the bottom one is slightly shallower, but overall size is exactly the same. As far as the vegetable bin at the bottom, that's transparent, so you can see all the way through it, which is really good. Also, I always prefer one large bin like this rather than having two small ones. The main thing is, if you're going to put long things in like leeks or celery, then you can get them all in here. On some fridge freezers where you've got two small ones, then you'd really struggle to get those in unless you chop them up, of course. It also features something called dual cooling. and this uses two completely separate refrigeration circuits to ensure that no air is exchanged between the fridge and the freezer compartments. I suppose the main advantage is that the food neither draws out nor is odour transferred between the two compartments. As far as the noise level on this, it will operate around 37 decibels, which probably doesn't mean a lot until you start comparing them to other fridge freezers. If you're after something that's pretty quiet, then I'd certainly recommend coming out and have a look at this. Another feature that you've got, you can actually reverse the doors as well. You do get the full instructions on how to do it. The instructions are actually really good on this one. But basically, all you'd normally need to do is to ideally turn it backwards, so you want to do it before you switch it on. You can also, perhaps, you can either lie it down if you're not going to need to switch it on for about 24 hours, or at least lean it back at an angle and lean it safely against something. And all you'll do is you'll take the bracket off the bottom, then take the middle bracket off, and then this part at the top, just completely reverse it. It doesn't take too long, and you don't need an engineer to do it. I just said I'll show you around the back of the fridge freezer. Now, as you can see, you've got the standard grille on the back here. It's not a flat back with all the metal on here like some fridge freezers are, so that could be something to be aware of. All we'd normally recommend, just leave some space at the back of the fridge freezer, so don't push it all the way back to the wall. Just allows room for ventilation around the fridge freezer itself. If you're thinking of buying one of these, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the Liebherr CT2531 Fridge Freezer. I always know it's going to be quite a quick video. I suppose there's only so much I can talk about with a fridge freezer. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. All I'd normally say is please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video. If there's something that you've come here to watch, if I've not covered it, then just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you, because I've got one of these on display at the moment. Also, if you have got one of these models, not necessarily this model in particular, if you have got either this or one of the sister models of Liebherr Fridge Freezer, then let me know what you think about it, because I do always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.